Now at 5:30, a man accused of killing a 6-year-old during a home invasion in Versailles is headed back to court.
That's ahead on WKYT this morning. Also, Lexington police are looking for the man accused of stabbing a woman in her sleep.
He's singing his way into America's hearts. What to expect from Jordan Smith's final performance on The Voice.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Hello there, good morning. We're glad you're with us on WKYT as we start off a new work week. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hopefully you've gotten your Christmas decorations put up, your Christmas cards sent out, your Christmas gifts bought. Any of those, Bill? Any of
And if all of that's to be done on your list, you have about 11 days here before we get to Christmas. Want to check in with Micah. We're watching rain headed our way this morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Rain, wind, and also really nice temperatures outside. You step out the door this morning, it does not feel like December. It hasn't the past, month? And yeah, what we're going to be feeling outside at this very moment is that rain passing on through. So Bradfordsville now getting in on the mix. Willisburg, Mackville, you're next there in Washington County. Lawrenceburg heads up another, I would say 10, 20 minutes. Lawrenceburg and Frankfort, it'll be moving on in, and you can see that down toward Adair County too. Temperatures 60s. I mean, it feels great. Nearly 70 degrees in some locations, but there is some cooler air, not so much cold, but cooler air back toward the west. It's heading our direction. We'll feel that later on this afternoon, guys. I'll show you when we move the rain on out and also when we bring in some really cold air in your forecast coming up.
Okay, it's all in there. We'll see you shortly. Thank you. In the news this morning, this time last week, we were unfortunately reporting on a tragedy in Woodford County. A 6-year-old murdered in his sleep.
Today, that man accused in the deadly attack will again face a judge. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Versailles to explain what we can expect in today's
Good morning, Rebecca. As you just pointed out, a week ago today, little Logan Tipton was stabbed to death while he was sleeping in his bed. Now this afternoon, his accused killer will be walking up the steps here at the Woodford County Courthouse for a preliminary hearing. Ronald Exantis will stand before a judge to answer to his charges of murder and burglary. According to court documents, the 32-year-old broke into the Tiptons' home on Douglas Avenue last Monday, grabbed a kitchen knife, walked into the upstairs bedroom, and attacked Logan. The 6-year-old played football for the Woodford County Yellow Jackets. In a touching tribute last night, they retired his jersey, number 63. The only time that special jersey will be brought out of retirement now is when his younger brother is ready to wear it. Exantis is an Indianapolis man with no apparent connection to the Tipton family, say investigators. His attorney says he appears to be mentally ill, but this morning there are still questions about why this happened. Now, many are hoping that his court appearance today will help maybe shed some light on that question of why this registered nurse from Indiana is accused of killing a 6-year-old boy while he was sleeping. Live in Versailles, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. Also new this morning, a Lexington woman says she was stabbed in her sleep. The victim told police that her boyfriend stabbed her last night in her apartment on Fairmont Court off Lakeshore Drive. She ran to her neighbors for help. Police are now looking for her 29-year-old boyfriend. Also new this morning, police are looking for a man who robbed a Lexington gas station. The Speedway on Paris Pike was robbed a little before 2 this morning. Police say the suspect went into the store 3 times before pulling a knife on the clerk. He got away with cash. That same Speedway was robbed early Saturday morning by a man armed with a baseball bat. Police don't think the crimes are related.
Time this morning is coming up on 5:34, and Lexington police are looking for a missing child and her newborn baby. 14-year-old Haley Whitaker walked away from her foster parents' house in McConnell's Trace on Saturday. She took her 1-week-old baby, Camry, with her. Police say Whitaker is from Louisville and may be headed to the Derby City. Investigators have yet to identify a man who fell to his death at the Red River Gorge. It happened Sunday morning at Chimney Top Rock. Wolfe County search and rescue crews say the 25-year-old man crossed a railing, twisted his ankle, and then fell 200 feet to his death.
Actually, his first time visiting the gorge, and that was the first spot that they had gone to. So, unfortunately, they ran out to the view. He jumped over the railing, and then within 10 minutes, he'd fallen. So, it was just a tragedy for all involved.
County Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Rescuers say this is the 3rd death at Chimney Top Rock this year. It can be tough and very challenging at the Red River Gorge.
Yeah.
Know what you're getting into if you go over there.
Dangerous can it be?
Yeah, the Republican presidential candidates will face off tomorrow night in the last GOP debate of this year.
CNN is moderating the event at the Venetian Theater in Las Vegas. That's where Athena Jones is taking us in a behind-the-scenes look.
I'm coming to you from the Venetian Theater right here on the Las Vegas Strip. This is where it will all go down on Tuesday night, and we're in the middle of rehearsals right now, but you can see here the main stage has been set. We now know the 9 candidates who made the cut for the primetime debate. They are in order: John Kasich, Carly Fiorina, Marco Rubio, Ben Carson, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, and Rand Paul. Trump is center stage once again. He is still the frontrunner nationally, but his frontrunner status is being challenged by Cruz in the state of Iowa. 3 new polls now showing the Texas senator leading there. Now, CNN's Wolf Blitzer and Dana Bash, along with Salem Radio's Hugh Hewitt, are spending a lot of time over the next several days in the cone of silence, finalizing debate questions for this huge production. There will be 17 cameras and an invite-only audience of about 1,400 people filling this theater on Tuesday night. Of course, this will be the last debate of the year, the last chance for these candidates to make a strong impression with voters heading into the holiday season. Millions will be watching. So the big questions: will Donald Trump attack Ted Cruz? Will Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz get into it? Will Ben Carson and Jeb Bush and others have breakout performances that can boost their poll numbers? We'll be watching to see what happens.
Rand Paul will be on the main stage tomorrow night, but Politico is reporting it's only because CNN tweaked its rules at the last minute to make room for the senator from Kentucky. A CNN politics reporter wrote that Paul was saved at the 11th hour by showing viability in Iowa, according to a new Fox News poll.
Lexington Mayor Jim Gray is taking a look at the U.S. Senate race. The mayor told me that he loves his current job, but says he is being encouraged to run for the Democratic nomination for the Senate next year. Gray indicates he is taking a look at the statewide race. The seat is currently held by Republican Rand Paul, who is seeking re-election while running for president at the same time. Gray was elected Lexington mayor in 2010 and re-elected in 2014. By this time tomorrow, 2 new elementary schools in Lexington could have new names. The Fayette County Board of Education is meeting tonight to vote on the proposed names. The new school off Polo Club Boulevard might be named Garrett Morgan Elementary. Morgan, a Paris native, created and patented several inventions, including the current model of the traffic light. And the new school out on Georgetown Road could be called Coventry Oak Elementary. That would be in recognition of the neighborhoods in that area.
A Southern Kentucky jailer is trying to make the holidays a little bit brighter for inmates' children. Lincoln County jailer Rob Wilson is collecting toys for his inmates to give to their kids. He's planning to set up visitations so that the inmates can hand-deliver the gifts.
A lot of the people in our jail right now are in our jail right now because they're me-first personalities. They want that immediate gratification and they get themselves in trouble. Now it's an opportunity for them to see that they can give to others and what it means to give to others.
Wilson says inmates will give their children the toys next Saturday. Any toys remaining will go to local charities, churches, schools, and others for Christmas toy drives.
Well, he has been surprising us from the very beginning, and tonight a Kentucky native is hoping to have one more powerful performance.
We'll see if he can pull it out. Jordan Smith goes into tonight's finale on The Voice as the front runner. WKYT's Mike Byer takes a look at how he got there.
After the biggest elimination night, in the show's history, The Voice is back tonight for its last live performance show. Many people across the country, especially in Kentucky, believe that Cold Iron resident Jordan Smith is going to win Season 9. On tonight's live broadcast, Smith will sing 2 songs and compete against Emily Ann Roberts of Knoxville, Jeffrey Austin of Chicago, and Barrett Barber of Fayetteville, Arkansas. This will be the part of the show's the finale before the winner is announced during a 2-hour season finale on Tuesday night. So, what will the Lee University student bring to the table tonight? Last week, in a bid to make the singing competition's Final Four, Smith pulled out another surprise, channeling arguably the greatest singer in rock and roll, Queen's Freddie Mercury, for an electrifying rendition of Somebody to Love. That performance mixed in with the producers giving Smith the benefit of performing at the end or near the end in every episode is a big clue that this is his competition to lose. With that said, Smith's fans in Kentucky and across the country will be tuning in tonight at 8 o'clock to see if the Cold Iron resident has one more surprise in store to win the whole thing. At the live desk, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He has been amazing. All right, coming up on 5:40 now, and it's time to check live drive traffic and see what is going on out there. Micah just telling us to remind everybody that certainly we expect some rain that will be moving in for the morning commute. It's on our doorstep right now and moving this way.
It's knocking, isn't it? The right lane of the outer loop of Van War between Nicholasville and Victoria Way will be blocked occasionally today for turn lane construction.
Right now, though, everything moving along okay, and light traffic at this hour. Still a lot more news coming up for you on your Monday morning.
This morning, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is defending the actions of 2 deputies who opened fire on an armed man over the weekend. I'm Don Champion with the surveillance video of what led up to the incident coming up.
Yeah, we have the rain outside heading our direction. Not only that, but we'll see those temperatures fall just a bit. We'll talk gusty winds as well. A lot to talk about. That's coming up next.